I'm not going to lie, guys. Being lonely, it's a hell of a thing, right? I mean, look at this job, for example. This job, a YouTuber job, is really relatively based in isolation. I sit here, I'm in my office, I'm looking at a computer screen, I'm reading you an article, giving you my thoughts, my hot takes. But at the end of the day, it's just that. If I didn't have my family and my friends, it'd be very lonely. And there's times where it's gotten that way. So I understand why this heartbroken man here is really wanting the request that he's wanting. I mean, look at this here. A heartbroken man wants someone to make him a sex doll so it looks like his ex-wife. Now, that's not creepy in the slightest, he says sarcastically, but no, I mean, in essence, it's meant to be a salacious headline. It's meant to be a bit of a sarcastic headline, but we can kind of look at it from the from the construct of this man's particular predicament. He is lonely, and what he's asking for is companionship to what he was familiar with. And quite frankly, is that a horrible thing? That's a question. Is it a horrible thing? Let's find out more. So it's no secret that breakups can be incredibly hard. Whether you've been together for 5 months or 50 years, the pain can cut deep. One man knows only too well the horrendous feelings that accompany heartbreak, and he's come up with a bizarre solution for his problems. Instead of doing what most people do and finding a way to move on from his ex, the unnamed man is seeking someone to make him a love doll that looks just like her. Now, we have gotten to the point where some of these dolls are reaching into uncanny valley territory, and it's a little bit freaky. I'm not going to lie. It's definitely a little bit freaky. I mean, what I'm waiting for now is, quite frankly, anything like they're going to get 4K, think deep fakes, right? They're going to be able to put that technology into a 3D printer and mimic anyone. I mean, just imagine if 20 years from now, there's a picture of someone does a digital printout, a 3D printout of me, and puts it on one of these dolls, so they could get all the Matt loving in the world. Now that is frightening. It's terrible. It's horrible. I hope it never happens. But now you have that image in your head. Welcome to my hell. But it just proves that at the end of the day, anything can be a fleshlight. But no, I mean, but that's kind of where technology is going. So imagine that. Futurama kind of talked about that with the Lucy Liu dolls when Fry started dating the Lucy Liu doll. And they just downloaded her personality and they put it on a robot, and there we go. I mean, that is where society is going. So society could ultimately do something like this. They could do something like this where this kind of unnamed guy can go and just, give photos of his wife to someone, and they could make an entire doll complete, proportionately figured to this woman. It's creepy where things are going to go in that regard in the next couple of years. Super creepy. Anyway, writing into a luxury online marketplace, hush hush, the man explained his rather strange situation. He revealed that he'd been married to his wife for 35 years, but one day, out of the blue, she told him she didn't love him anymore, and she left. And that is a predicament that I think a lot of people out there have to deal with. The divorce rates are kind of going down, but I think a lot of times people fall out of love with one another. And it's not that they don't care about people, it's just that they kind of grow apart. And our society doesn't really push the family unit anymore. But then again, I don't know. I don't really want to get down to that one right now. But anyway, he claims he tried to get over it, but he's been left feeling bereft ever since, and he can't stand the thought of being intimate with anybody else, hence this doll plan. So this dude is totally heartbroken. His wife of 35 years left him. He loves her. He still loves her. He wants her back. So he's seeking out this alternative, which is interesting. And but look at this next line here. He also confesses that he's very rich and doesn't trust that other women wouldn't just be interested in him for his money. Well, sir, that's a risk you're going to have to take. If your wife of 35 years left you, there's a high likelihood she's going to be taking a large amount of your money. So, you know what? Prenup that stuff, and don't tell women that you're rich. Tell them that you're well off. Don't offer to pay their bills, but then, get a decent apartment on the side, one that looks okay, like a bachelor pad, but not too fancy. You know what I mean? And then go from there, right? Maybe have them Cinderella you a little bit. Maybe at the end of the day, you'll put on the glass slipper for them and go, look, I'm really rich. And they're going to be, oh my God, I love you. Or just hook up with a doll. That's still freaky. Anyway, in his message to the company, he writes, I have an unusual request that I'm hoping you might be able to help me with. First of all, I appreciate this may sound odd, but I've exhausted all other avenues and I have not been able to find a solution. As a background, I should explain that in late 2017, my wife of 35 years left me saying she no longer loved me, and since then I've been bereft. Because of this, I'm trying to find someone who can help me create a doll that looks just like my ex. I know it sounds weird, but she's the only woman I've ever known, and I can't face the idea of getting intimate with anyone else. And this, so that gives us a little bit of look into this dude's psyche, right? It gives us a little bit of look into this dude's mindset. He probably slept with only this woman. Only woman he's ever been with is his wife for 35 years, and she left him. Now what? He doesn't know anything else. He doesn't know how to go out there. He hasn't been socialized. He's been held in captivity for many, many, many years. And that's a thing. That's an issue. So now he's out there like trying to figure this out. Look, I mean, yeah, it's crazy, man. It's crazy. Anyway, the man goes on to explain that he's already spoken with several doll companies, but so far no one has been able to offer him the level of detail he's looking for. This is going to be a private job, guys. This is going to be a private person with like you're going to find like a 3D printer YouTuber is going to hear this story and be like, I could solve it. Now he ends his email by promising that money isn't an object and he's willing to pay whatever just to get it right. Saying, I have hundreds of photographs of her that a model can be based on, but importantly, it needs to match her beautiful auburn hair, which I would like to be genuine. Other materials don't matter too much as long as I can snuggle up to it. He says, I really can't come to terms with the idea of dating again. If you are able to help me out, I'd be incredibly grateful. So, okay. So this dude, I get it, man. I get it. I fully get where this guy's coming from here. He is so bereft, that word again. He is so bereft that this is what he wants because he feels he feels he doesn't deserve anything else. That's really what it boils down to here, right? What this guy needs to do is just to get out there and, you know what, like pay for a girlfriend experience. Like get out there, just pay for a girlfriend experience. Just do that. Go to Vegas. Pay for it. You know, if money isn't an issue, pay for that, get that, and see what that does for you. See how you feel a little bit differently. Get someone that looks like your ex. I'm sure you could find it. And if not, if you have enough money, somebody will facilitate it. But what creeped me out though is he wants the real auburn hair. Look, I'm not going to lie. If this story is real, we find out that this dude's ex is currently sitting in like an oil drum in the garage somewhere. I'm not going to be surprised, not in the slightest. But in the meantime, I kind of get where this guy's coming from. I can realize and recognize and empathize with his situation. And I really do hope that he finds what he's looking for, but this isn't it, brother. This ain't it. You know, making a humanoid fleshlight version of your ex is not going to solve your problems. In fact, it's only going to make it worse. Anyway, your thoughts, your opinions. Let me know down in the comments below. The subject material of this video clearly is going to make it demonetized. If you want to support it, links are in the video description. Become a channel member today. I will talk to you guys later. Have yourself a fantastic day. Love you lots, and peace out.